G'day lads, Green here, and before I go into the man of the hour, I just want to quickly talk about Bob Ross, because if you don't know who he is, are you a human being? What the hell? But also, if you don't, here's just some quick clips of him, just so you can re-jog your memory.
Pierre, you have to make a big decision. Where does a tree live in your world? Look around and decide, there he is. There he is. Maybe he's got a little crook right there in the bottom. I will shake it off and then just beat the devil out of it. As I say, that has to be the most fun part of the whole technique.
Now, today, I'm going to introduce you to a man the internet has dubbed the anti-Bob Ross. This here is a man called Beom. I'm very sorry if I butchered his name. I am a very white Australian man who only knows how to speak English. He's a Korean artist who I also would like to give the title of an IRL shitposter. He's got work that's literally all over the world. He's got some stuff in Cleveland. He's even got some stuff down in Goma, which is my local art gallery down in Brisbane. But some of my favourite work of his is his blueprint series of drawings like this one, a draft of the School of Inversion, a school about teaching kids how to defy the laws of gravity, and also a spy plane that's disguised as a clown, because, I don't know. Also, you may or may not know, but the first ever film that was ever released anywhere, or any just sort of like animation style of film in general, was this animation here of a horse running. He also has done a parody of that, where instead of a jockey riding on a horse, it's a horse riding a horse, because, you know, horses. But the main piece of media we're going to be discussing today is a piece that was released in 2012, but now just only resurfaced this past year. It's called The Yellow Scream.
시작하겠습니다. 바레트에 레몬 옐로우를 적당히 개어서 우선 고통스러운 비명을 좀 넣어볼까요? 여기 화면의 위쪽부터 이런 긴 비명 소리는 아플 때, 특히 누가 팔을 뒤로 꺾거나 머리채를 잡아당겼을 때 나는 소리 같네요.
Yeah, so basically every time that paintbrush touches the canvas, he lets out a scream. A little bit different to Mr. old Bob Ross here than, you know, painting his little happy trees and happy little mountains, eh? But the thing that really just elevates this video to a next level is the commentary that he gives in describing what each kind of scream would sound like as he paints.
마치 어두운 곳을 걸어가다가 어딘가에 무릎을 부딪혔을 때 나는 비명 같네요. 보다 순간적인 고통에 대한 짧은 비명입니다. 퍼포먼트 옐로우를 반쯤 섞어서 좀 더 심리적인 고통에서 나오는 비명을 담아볼까요? 아주 마음이 괴로울 때 나는 비명이죠. 볼까요? 대체로 그런 고통은 흔히 있는 거니까요. 여러분은 어떨 때 제일 무서우신가요? 이번에는 붓을 댈 때 붓을 더 눌러서 그려봅시다.
I don't know what really else to say about this other than it's fucking genius and it's hilarious. And I don't want this to turn into a repost sort of highlight video of his original video, so instead I've linked his down the description down below of a repost. You can't find the original online anymore because it premiered on some other website. It's a whole other story. But, you know, this looks really fun. Kinda want to try it. Hello everyone, my name is Green. Today we'll be doing a wonderful painting that I like to dub the Green Scream. Now if you've seen the last painting video that I did, end card somewhere over here I think, you might notice a couple changes to the set here. The first one is the lack of a fucking easel. That would be because it broke and was a piece of shit anyway, and I could not be bothered to buy a new one. So I did the next best thing. I hot glued string to it and strung it up to a curtain. Now today, speaking of being really poor, today the paint that we'll be going to be using is the dollar store acrylic paint, because your boy is not making really any money off this video to warrant spending anything on this anyway. Today, as you might have fucking guessed by the title of the thing, we're using the color green. We have many different kinds of green here on my plate. As you can see, we have mint sort of green, we have poop green, we have green, and we have what I'm gonna dub Shrek green, even though this is probably closer. This is what I am dubbing it, because fuck you, it's my show. Now, the aim of this session is that every time your brush touches the canvas, you are to scream, because, let's face it, everybody needs a good scream every now and then to get it out of their system. Each different color here will represent a different kind of scream, and we'll be going over each one of those as we move along. When you look at each shade of color that you have on your palette, be sure to think about which each one and what kind of scream they would represent. But don't think too hard, you're just doing a fucking painting after all. And so, let's begin. I think I might start with the sort of Shrek poopy green, I think. Now, this particular green represents the entire state of my channel coming next year, because who knows what's going to happen with this copper stuff. Copper? Is that the one? I think so. And so, this is a kind of a worrisome scream, but also kind of confused. Alright, let's begin. Ah! Ah! That was a bit more of a grunt, that one. Ah! 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 It's very much turning into a caveman show, but what am I fucking doing? Now, sometimes in your screams you might find there's a little hole in them. That's completely okay because you're not screaming hard enough. Or you don't have enough paint on your brush. One of the two. Ah! 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 Now, when you're doing this, it is assumed that you have something a bit more stable than a piece of fucking rope hot glued to your canvas holding up by a curtain. But that's okay, you just work with what you have. Ah! Ah! Alright, let's move on to the next colour. I think we'll do the dark green this time, which I think this scream kind of represents the eternal loneliness that I feel because I cannot hold a meaningful relationship with a woman. Alright. Notice how there's quite a lot of that dark green. I wonder why. Okay, next colour. I think we'll go on to the mid sort of green. And I think this sort of green, I think perfectly goes with the sort of scream that I would let out when looking at my views this time last year compared to now. Let's go. Ah! 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 Please join my Patreon, and there's a channel membership thing down there. This is not a bit. Please help. I'm getting fucked by YouTube. Ah! 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 Alright, and now the last colour, the sort of minty poopy green. Now, I think this colour perfectly represents the feelings that I get when there's a new merch drop down at teespring.com/MrGreenTech Sellout Den. Link in the description down below. There's some really cool shirts that make me want to scream enjoy. So, let's get straight to that. Link in the description, if I didn't already say that. Oh! 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 Wow, there's some reasonable prices. Wow, Black Friday sale. Even cheaper for a membership. Oh! Now, I think my masterpiece is complete. I give this the title, like I said before, and it's in the title, The Green Scream. I don't know why I've been doing this voice the entire video, and I'm sort of questioning myself now. Be sure to leave your comments about what you think of this masterpiece, and I'll be sure to fucking ignore them because most of your input sucks donkey dick. Now, of course, I have to sign this so no one can steal my art. Copyrighted. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be sure to put this up on the merch store as well, and you could maybe even buy this. We'll see. Serious inquiries only. Only serious officer will be considered. Thank you for watching. Go subscribe to all the things that I've been talking about and not shilling throughout this entire video without doing a proper portion. I'm talking out my ass. Thanks for watching. My name's Jeff.